Hey everyone, we're the Board Game Weekenders. I'm Steven.
And I'm Megan.
And today we're going to look at our top 10 board game accessories. Our number 10 is a card deck holder. So these come in various different things. You can get like a single one. This one has 4 slots to it. They're really helpful for games like Terraforming Mars that have a ton of cards on the table. It makes it a lot easier to just draw from them. If you have a couple of these, you can actually split them amongst the table. You know what I mean? It's just easier, especially with these sleeve cards. Sometimes, like with a game like Everdell or something that has a ton of cards, they fall over.
Yeah, you have just 3 decks.
And usually these are pretty cheap too. So it's just like it'd be a good gift for someone. Yeah. It's just like handy to have, but it's not like essential.
It's not make it or break it, but they're nice to have.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so our number 9 is these photo organizers, which you might think is a little bit weird to be a game accessory, but this is one of the newer projects we've had. But this case holds 4x6s, and this is a 5x7, originally for photos, but we've been using it for our small games. So basically, like Point Salad is in here. It's literally a deck of cards and the rules, which we don't really need anymore, but we keep it anyway. It's all nice and organized. It's easy to carry, easy to throw in a bag.
And you've just decked them out with like a label maker and a vinyl sticker on the front. It just gets these small games played more. Now it's tough to like get rid of the box. It was a little weird to say like the box is gone. Like, a lot of the games you put in here are ones that we're trying to keep too. Like they're ones that like, oh, we're not sure if we like it. They're ones that are like not going anywhere. But again, you could always peel a sticker off and put another one in here if you move on
nice
from
and
it.
easy.
So, and they're very portable and they come in these cases. So. Our number 8 are dice trays. So these can come in various different sizes and whatnot and different materials, and you can get these super fancy, but I mean these are just to obviously roll dice in. You can look in there easily and just to kind of make it a quicker, faster experience for that.
Really great for games like Dinosaur Island comes to mind, where it's a table hog. There's literally not an inch of room on the table, and then you got to roll those DNA die, and it's like you don't want to roll them and knock everything over and hit everything. It's kind of nice because you can kind of like pick them up too. Like someone can hold them, someone can roll.
And these you can actually roll. Like otherwise, like sometimes you're stuck and you just have to like turn them over and you're like, I didn't really roll. Like this allows you to actually like roll them. And these just come in handy for like rolling rights or easy to travel, throw in a bag. They're just like super handy to have.
And honestly, if you don't have one, any box, the game box, anything like that'll do.
And the one thing I'll say about that is this has those low edges so you can see the dice. Like sometimes the box, like you can't even see in there. So that's the plus that these have. But you're right, you could always just use a box, I guess.
Number 7 on our list are component organizers. We have a bunch of various different ones. These actually are from the Dollar Tree.
10 for $1.
10 for $1, I mean, 10 cents. But they're really nice because they're really tiny. So it really helps for those games where there's not a lot of game space in the box. But we really just like them because we just like to keep everything organized. We're big fans of upgraded resources, so sometimes
they don't fit.
They don't fit what came with the box originally, or the bags, sometimes just get to be too much.
These are nice too because you can just take them and set them when you're playing. They're already ready. You know what I mean? And they're just like almost resource containers in
Anything
themselves.
you can do to cut down setup time is a big thing.
Yeah, the only tricky thing with these sometimes is fitting them in the box, like because they do take up more space than just putting them in a bag. So just be aware of that. But all right, our number 6 is card holders. So again, you can get various different versions of these. These are just wooden ones that actually my brother-in-law made for me. And they can just hold rows of cards. Again, you can get ones that are kind of tiered or just like a single row depending on what you want. But these are super handy for games that have a lot of cards, especially like drafting games or Ticket to Ride where you have a lot of cards in your hand. It's just easy to put them in sets and you can kind of just focus more on the board and what's going on rather than like holding your hand of cards.
I really like them too for games where there's like bonus scorecards out so everybody can see them easily instead of them laying flat on the floor on the table. Yeah,
and I get that some people like to hold their cards in their hand. You know what I mean? It's like a classic thing. But like we've started to use these more than what we used to. We're really liking it.
All right, our number 5 is metal coins. We are basically just suckers for upgraded resources.
Yeah, we really are.
But we kind of were able to dial ourselves back and not order metal coins for every single game we owned, and this is how we came up with it. We bought kind of a bunch of different varieties of metal coins, and we actually kind of keep them in this organizer here. That way, when a game needs coins, we kind of come in here and we can pick out coins that match the game, and I don't know, something about the heft of them and just
like we
upgrades.
Use metal coins like every game day that we have, like they get used all the time. So it's like it just makes those economic games when you're exchanging currency that much more fun than like cardboard coins.
It's just so much more fun to hold a metal coin than a little cardboard disc.
And you can look at, there's many different sets you can get, and there's like various different ones. I would say the ones we probably use the most are like the Clans of Caledonia coins. A lot of like Euro games and that have that kind of money, and I like that they have the number on them. But again, it's all your personal preference, so yeah. Our number 4 is a Laminator. So you can get like a cheap Laminator on Amazon for like $20. That just has the sheets that you'll put like paper sheets through, especially for roll and writes. That's all we use ours for. Yeah. Megan loves roll and writes, so we've been using it a lot. And then you just, again, have dry erase markers and little erasers, and it makes these roll and writes so much better. You don't have to worry about making a mistake and not be able to correct it. And then you don't have to also have that giant pad of like paper. Like you can like kind of bring these in just like a plastic bag or whatever and throw them in a bag or storage case. Or...
Actually, it was really huge during quarantine too. We were able to kind of mail them out to some of our game friends and play virtually because everyone was able to have a laminated copy. So that was really big.
Yeah, it worked out really well. Yeah. So.
Number 3 are resource bowls. So basically just a container to organize resources or coins or something on the board. Really important because just like a pile on the table is just messy. They get knocked over. They're hard to pick up and grab and see.
Easy to pass to people.
Yes.
Easy to divvy up between multiple ones.
Yes, that's nice.
And these we just have right near our game table. We have like probably 10 of these and like some glass bowls, and they get used again every game day because everyone uses them, takes them.
Like divider ones.
Yeah, you can get like divider ones. You can get different colors.
Glass bowls.
Yeah, just all kinds of different things. But these are by far one of the most things that we use every single time we game. So I can't imagine now that we have these going without them and just throwing the resources everywhere. It seems silly, but it's just like so much better.
Very nice.
All right, our number 2 are board game bags. Now these come in various different sizes, different brands. The ones that we have the most of are these board game tables bags because they're on the cheaper end. And again, you can store these games in here really nicely, either horizontally or vertically. This one actually has backpack straps on it too, so you can carry it on your back or with a handle, like up on the top like this. And I mean, for how much we travel and play games, I mean, how useful these been? Like,
I mean, we have like 8 of them that end up going in the back of my trunk, and then we.
I don't know about 8. That might be a little
well, much. we have that many, I think. But it's nice because they're padded too. Yeah, so they're really nice. So the boxes don't get damaged during transport. And they're kind of nice to pick up. I mean, sometimes I can't pick them up. It's just,
again, when you spent like money on a collection, especially if you have a large collection, you transport games a lot. Like, these are so nice to make sure that they're like waterproof and not just carrying them in like a tote bag or whatever.
And they look nice.
And they've lasted so well too. None of mine have ripped. Like, nothing has happened to them. They look like I just bought them. So like, I can't recommend these highly enough.
Good investment. Okay, our number 1 accessory are neoprene mats. Obviously, we have our board game table. It has a neoprene mat already on it, but, sometimes when the sun's out and it's really nice, I like to play upstairs on our dining room table because natural light is just wonderful, especially in the winter when we get no sunshine. So this is actually what we put out on our dining room table to play on. It just makes picking up cards easy.
It just makes it a heightened experience, like a more luxury experience, and it can turn any table into like a game-ish table. Like for me, you can have all the bells and whistles of cup holders and all that. But this is the most important thing, I think. For picking up cards, for just having a nice play space. You can put this outside when you're gaming. You can put on any, just a folding table. That makes it look like a nice table. If we go
somewhere where we know they don't have a gaming table, it just really heightens the experience. And everyone we take it to is always like, oh my gosh, wow, that makes it so much better.
And these you can get various different brands and sizes. Find one that fits, your table, or like one that works for you. But they're all good. I wouldn't say that any of them are bad. So, yeah.
Worst part is we got to lint roll them constantly with cat hair.
Yeah, that's the only negative, but...
All right, everyone. That was our top 10 board game accessories.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Let us know in the comments, like, what do you like? What are accessories that you really like? We're always looking for more, so we're always looking for good more ideas. And thank you all for watching the Board Game Weekenders. Again, I'm Steven.
And I'm Megan, and this is Tormund. We're the Board Game Weekenders.
See ya.
Bye.